biggest lie in women's basketball just collapsed in front of millions. A carefully constructed narrative, polished by media machines, propped up by league endorsements, and echoed across podcasts, commercials, and every platform imaginable, was just demolished by the one group that actually holds the power, the fans. Angel Reese was supposed to be the future, the face, the heartbeat of the WNBA. She told us as much. But when the All-Star voting results came in, the numbers delivered a message louder than any endorsement ever could. Reese didn't just miss the top spot. She didn't miss the top 5. She didn't even crack the top 10. What happened wasn't a minor oversight. It was a full-scale rejection of a myth the league had tried to force-feed fans for nearly 2 years. For over 24 months, the WNBA, alongside countless media outlets, did everything they could to craft a superstar out of Angel Reese. Forbes wrote glowing think pieces calling her the engine of growth for the league. ESPN aired her interviews on repeat. Her face was on banners, ads, streaming services, podcasts, and press conferences. She was booked like a Marvel movie franchise. It was a campaign built not on dominance, but on design. A bold, brash player with a flair for viral moments, eye-catching branding, and Instagram followers by the boatload. But there was one problem. The performance didn't match the packaging. Angel Reese is shooting 30.9% from the field, statistically one of the worst among qualified players in the league. And fans noticed Caitlin Clark, by contrast, wasn't just present, she was dominating. She didn't need hype, she brought heat. With over 516,000 All-Star votes, she didn't just outpace Reese, she lapped her. Reese, meanwhile, couldn't even crack 174,000. That's not a gap, that's a canyon. And this wasn't some statistical fluke, wasn't the result of a biased poll or a regional bump. This was a mutiny, a full-scale rebellion from fans who've had enough of being told who their heroes are. While Angel Reese was being handed magazine covers, Caitlin Clark was casually dropping 30-footers and shattering attendance records. While Reese was trending for quotes, Clark was trending for buzzer beaters. There's a difference between being popular and being impactful, and the fans made that distinction crystal clear. Let's talk numbers, because this isn't just about perceptions, it's about production. Reese is shooting under 31% as a post player. Let that sink in. A position where your shots are supposed to come at high percentage angles near the rim. She's missed more layups than some players attempt in a season. 2 blocks all year. Virtually no playmaking. No threat from deep. No game-changing defense. Just boards. And even those come with an asterisk. Many are me-bounds, where she collects her own missed shots. Energy? Sure. Hustle? No doubt. But in 2025, that's not enough. Not when players like Aaliyah Boston, who dominates both ends, pull in nearly 450,000 votes, or Lexi Hull and Kiki Iriafen, rookies and rising stars with complete stat lines, outpace Reese without ever claiming to be the face of the league. Reese's social media following is massive, but look closer. It's inflated with bots, casuals, and fans who aren't buying tickets, watching games, or even following the WNBA. 5 peso fans, as some call them, cheap, unengaged, and loud only online. The league banked on her influence translating into turnout. Instead, they got a painful lesson in what real fandom looks like. Caitlin Clark didn't beg for a crown, she earned it. Her fans show up, vote, and fill arenas. Reese's army, silent when it mattered most. There's a moment that sums up this entire disconnect. A reporter asked Angel Reese if she still believes she's the reason people are watching women's basketball. She paused, dodged the question, and whispered, "Next question." That hesitation said it all. The bravado, the branding, the declarations, it all wilted under the weight of underperformance. Clark, meanwhile, has done nothing but produce, game after game, and fans have responded. The All-Star vote was the turning point. It exposed the gap between media perception and fan reality. The league tried to engineer a superstar, but the fans refused to play along. Wasn't hate, it was honesty. When the dust settled, Caitlin Clark led all vote-getters. Angel Reese was in 13th, the same Angel Reese who called herself that girl, the same Angel Reese who said she made the league relevant, the same Angel Reese who couldn't hit a layup in the Fever game, a game where Caitlin Clark wasn't even playing. The WNBA's attempt to manufacture fame didn't just fail, it backfired. They ignored the fans insulted their intelligence, and assumed personality could replace production. It can't. Kelsey Mitchell, ahead of Reese. Sabrina Ionescu, ahead of Reese. Lexi Hall, ahead of Reese. Kiki Iriafen, ahead of Reese. Kelsey Plum, ahead of Reese. Even Satu Sabali, whose name barely trends, outpaced Reese with ease. Every name ahead of her delivered on the court. Reese, by comparison, delivered only missed opportunities and missed shots. Even her signature strength, rebounding, isn't enough. Not when every other player in the top 10 contributes across the board. Points, defense, court vision, leadership. Reese plays one lane, and in today's WNBA, one lane doesn't take you far. She's a one-trick pony in a multi-lane freeway of talent. That's not hate, that's fact. And the fans voted accordingly. The deeper story here is about what fans really value. It's not Instagram followers or shoe deals, it's consistency, it's impact, it's delivering when it counts. Aaliyah Boston? She does that. Nafessa Collier? She does that. Caitlin Clark? Absolutely. Angel Reese? Not yet. And the fans noticed. The fans, with their 50% vote weight, passed on the media's chosen one. The players and media might have their say, but fans had the loudest voice. And they shouted, "We're not buying the hype." Even the MVP frontrunners reflect this shift. Collier sits near the top of the leaderboard in votes, not because she talks, but because she performs. The same goes for Boston. The same goes for Iriafen. Reese, on the other hand, is the only name in the media's top tier that fans refuse to elevate. It's a rejection of branding over basketball, a warning to the league. Stop selling stars and start showcasing them. Look, this isn't a hit piece. This is an audit. It's a scoreboard check. You want all-star status? Earn it. Deliver double-doubles that don't come from your own misses. Play defense, pass the ball, shoot with efficiency, lead your team to wins. Don't just post about it, be about it. Angel Reese fans, if you believe she deserves better, ask yourself, has she done enough? Because right now, the voters are saying she hasn't, and it's not just fans. Analysts, coaches, former players, they're all watching. They know the difference between charisma and capability, between energy and excellence, between media spin and court dominance. Reese isn't being held to an unfair standard. She's being held to the same one as everyone else, and by that measure, she's falling short. This all-star vote wasn't just about a game. It was about trust. Fans don't want to be manipulated. They don't want to be told who to cheer for. They want to decide for themselves. And in 2025, they did. Loudly, clearly, decisively. The WNBA can't afford to ignore this. The message is too sharp to miss. Build stars who deliver. Promote players who produce. Because the next time you try to crown a queen, the fans might just vote her out of the castle. The verdict is in. Angel Reese isn't just behind in the votes, she's behind in the game. And if the league wants to grow, it needs to grow up and face reality. Influence is earned. Impact is everything. And in the WNBA, the fans are watching every play. So if you're still riding the narrative, maybe it's time to hop off. The real star of this story isn't the one with the loudest voice. It's the one with the quietest clutch. Caitlin Clark didn't ask for a crown, she took the whole throne. And Angel Reese? Well, she's still trying to find the court and her shot. If you support Caitlin and the rest of the Indiana Fever, keep those all-star votes coming. Comment Baby Goat over Baby Giraffe down below. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next chapter is just getting started